friends, MD Vegan. The days are getting warmer. Wow, getting so warm this summer. I'm afraid that won't be the last time we have to report super high temperatures. But that's also why we all go vegan. Vegan, right? It's the best you can do, every single one of us, to reduce the carbon footprint and to stop rising the temperature rise a little bit. Yeah, we all have to do something, I guess. Otherwise, the politicians will never act. Yeah, we have to push them by our good example. That's how I feel. Always is more convincing if you do the right thing when you ask others to do the right thing, right? So, yeah. Okay, but here I have a hot day and I want to drink. And the other day I found, I made a recipe with date mousse and I had some cashews left over. Just put the cashews and the date mousse that was still in the blender. I just put some water and just not to waste the date mousse that was still in the blender. I made date mousse. So I didn't want to waste the date mousse in the blender. So I put some cashews, a handful of some cashews and some water and blended up. And it was so delicious. A cashew milk, a date cashew milk. Cashews are wonderful. You have a cup of cashews here, almost a cup. I always get the broken cashews. Usually they are more inexpensive and you still have a nice quality. They are organic and they are even a fair trade. Not only fair trade, they are also harvested fairly. So the people who break them up, usually there are some people in India and other places where the cashews come from, they ruin their hands. And the workers, they know that. And they still do it because they have to earn the money. So that is for us to say, oh, we can't do that to them. But there's a double story. I mean, first, of course, they need the money, they need the jobs. And so if we don't buy the cashew, that wouldn't help them. And the second thing is you can also get cashews, if you look a little bit, that are harvested fairly. And these people wear gloves. Yeah, mostly women. Yeah, they wear gloves and you find out a company. In my country, I found a company where I can get the cashews where the people wear gloves and they don't ruin their hands because the cashew is a fruit, it's an apple. If you open it, the cashew nut then, there is a biting substance, an acid that ruins the hands. So if you have a glove, then you can do that without a problem. And you have to pay a little bit more for the cashews. So if you want to do that, you can. It's a nice way to think about the workers there. But otherwise, it's anyway good to buy cashews because these people, they live on it. And the conditions of their workplace getting better and better. That takes some time, but they are very aware of the situation. I saw many documentaries about that, and it is improving, but slowly. And we should not just stop buying cashews. That wouldn't help them either. So, but pushing for better conditions, of course, by making other choices will help also. So, cashews are wonderful, not only these ecological and ethical reasons, also the health is a wonderful nut that is super healthy. It has magnesium, and magnesium is so important for the muscles and for the, if you have cramps after a workout, you get magnesium to relax the muscles. It's very important mineral, and it's in cashew nuts, and it's the same mineral that is inside the green leaves. The green color in the leaves, in the green plants, that has the same molecule as the red blood cells. The red blood cells are exactly the same, but the only difference is the mineral in the middle, the atom. That is a magnesium metal atom, molecule, or in the middle of the chlorophyll molecule, there is a magnesium that's a center, and the same molecule has an iron center in a red blood cell. So that is an amazing thing, I think. If we eat greens as our best food, and even chemically, it is so related. Blood is almost the same as the green from the plants. So that's amazing. Wow. I always find it amazing. And magnesium actually is a very, very important mineral for us. And that is rich in cashews. Cashews are super healthy for many reasons. And the thing I make the milk here today, this date milk, is also because the cashews are almost one of the easiest nuts to make a milk with. When the nuts has a brown peel, for example, we can talk about almonds, yeah, not being nuts, but doesn't matter. You can make almond milk, and then if you blend them just up in water, you have to filter it because the brown skin of the almond, they get coarse. If you drink the almond milk without filtering, it's coarse. But you can drink the cashew milk without filtering, and it is not coarse at all because the cashew has no brown peel. It is skin. It is really delicious. I put one cup of cashews here into the blender, and I have a lot of dates here. It's almost the same amount, a little bit less, maybe 10 or 12 or 15 dates, small dates. I don't know if that is the right amount. I don't know. It can be a little bit too sweet. It doesn't really matter. It's so wonderful because you put more water in there. I would take about a liter. Then you definitely have or less than a liter, I guess. And you have definitely a dilution. Yeah, diluted. The sweetness from the dates is diluted in water, so you won't have too much. Yeah. And I have a teaspoon here of cinnamon. That is important, not too much, a heaping teaspoon, because if you take too much cinnamon, I found what happens is that the cinnamon is very coarse. It's from a bark, from a tree, the cinnamon. Yeah? So it is very, very firm. Yeah? And if you take too much of the cinnamon, this is a delicious flavor. Yeah? It's perfect with sweet flavors too. And it is super high in antioxidant. It's super healthy, yeah? Cinnamon. But it is very coarse if you take too much. I was wondering what happens here. I like cinnamon, so I put a lot in another recipe. I tasted it. Oh, that's so coarse. It doesn't, not really pleasant. And that was because of the cinnamon. I just put in too much cinnamon. So I'm careful with cinnamon. It's super delicious, it's super healthy, but it can be too much just for the texture. So just a small amount of cinnamon might be very nice with this here. And because it is a hot day, I want to have a cool smoothie. Yeah, it's a smoothie, not a juice, not a milk. To be precise, yeah, I would say. And I put some ice cubes here. That is a part of the water. Just 15 or so ice cubes to keep it a little bit fresher, and a little bit of water here. I begin with a smaller amount of water because the cashews and the dates, if you blend it, the blades of the blender, they will push also the nuts away and the dates. The more water you have, the nuts here, the dates, they will jump up into the upper part of the blender, and here is the blender, then the blades are here, and they don't get blended so much, the things that are here. So I begin with a small amount of water, like here, and can add more water later, and then I blend pretty quickly because the blades are all here and the produce is all here. So to make it very simple, to understand you, for you to understand what I want to say, is not always so simple. Yeah. But basically that's it. I begin with a small amount of water, and then the blender goes faster, and then I add some more to adjust the texture I want. Blender dance. Yeah, it took a little bit longer because the cashews and the dates, they take some time before they're blended up. And also the ice makes it harder, of course, because it's also hard. But then it keeps the temperature down. It's still nice and cool, and that's what I want. I might have to blend it one more time. First, because it's not creamy enough. Second blending might be needed after the soaking. And second, because I might have to add some more water. That's why I taste it now. Let's see. It looks very nice. It's a wonderful cashew milk smoothie, I would say. Date cashew milk smoothie maybe, or a cinnamon date cashew milk, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's taste it. Ah, wow, so nice. Yeah, that's up to you. If you want some more, some less dates, I left 2 dates in here. Just stick in here, and I wouldn't take more dates. I would say it's okay. It's sweet, it's nice, and the dates have this nice malty flavor. It's very nice, like caramel a little bit, and it fits so nicely with the cashews. So I think about maybe put a little bit more water, just for a second blending. I don't need to really, it's a very nice texture. Still I will put some more, a little bit more. Give it a second blending, and I guess then I'm happy. You know, the best recipes sometimes, when I do my recipe every single day, a new recipe, but sometimes the best recipe comes just as an inspiration, intuition. All of a sudden, I didn't plan for that. I was just waiting for an opportunity to make a nice drink. Just a drink. Not a smoothie really, with a lot of fruit in there, but just a drink for the summer. Now this is the first one, I would say. Other than my drinks for the fasting days. They are specially filtered. Fast, you need to get out the fiber. Then you have a beverage in the strictest sense. For fasting without fiber, just very light. But here the cashews are whole in there, and the dates are all in there. That's not for a juice, yeah, without the fiber. I make these kind of recipes all the time, but this is more a drink. Just blend it up and enjoy for a cool summer day. And it's such a nice idea. I felt myself because that is a nice recipe with the cashews and the dates and the cinnamon, because I could easily make a little bit, just put in maybe some nectarines or so, or some mangoes. Yeah, with just a small amount to make it a mango cashew milk, let's say. Yeah, whatever. There are so many options to refine or to vary this wonderful recipe. I will certainly come up with something else. And on a hot day like today, and the coming days will be even hotter, I don't eat that much food. Yeah, I sometimes, of course, I have my green salads and all these things, but sometimes it's just enough to have just such a nice watery drink. Yeah, it's wonderful. And I'm happy, looking forward to the next ones I will make, like this, maybe other nuts like cashews or almonds or so, but the almonds, as I said, I have to be a little bit more considerate, because putting almonds for cashews here wouldn't simply not work, because the almonds are more coarse, they're coarser, and they would be not so pleasant to drink. Or maybe I have to put a banana in there, because together with the almonds, together with the bananas, the almonds then are nicer, yeah, not so coarse. The banana somehow makes it gentle, the texture, yeah, but you cannot take too much almonds for that. So forth and so forth. So for now, I'm very happy with this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like, I would be happy if you like my videos. Subscribe and leave me on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.